Hello, I'm back for another video. This video actually has a theme behind it, and I don't know if you can hear the music in the background. Panic at the Disco, they're back. Panic are back. It's good to see them back again. I quite like this new setup so I can talk to you guys properly. But Panic are back with a new album, Pray for the Wicked. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's such a good album. I'm going to be doing today for you an album review. I don't actually have the physical copy, so I'm going by this, which I have it on here, which is my iPod. So, listening to Old Fashioned, my favourite song on the album, which is such a good song. Brendan, he did an amazing job with the album. But we're going to go through and I'm going to talk about like the album itself. And sorry, you probably can't see me now. There we go. But yeah, Panic have been around for a very long time, been around about 15 years now, which is quite crazy to think. Like a band like Panic at the Disco still going strong like they were in 2005 and 2004 when Our Sins came out and A Fever came out. Panic have been a very, very big band for me since about 2012, 2011. I've been a Panic fan ever since, and Brendan has to have one of the best vocals in music ever. He's up there probably with Freddie from Queen. Or was up there with Freddie from Queen, because in this album, Brendan really... I'm going for the negative stuff first, and Brendan really pushes himself a little too much in this album. It's kind of just like... People slated off 30 Seconds to Mars with America, and it's like Jared pushing his ego out there. This is a bit like Brendan pushing his out a bit, saying, "Here you go, this is what I can do, this is who I am, and this is Panic at the Disco at their finest." Which I respect from Brendan, because he is talented, don't get me wrong, Brendan is really, really talented, but he pushed himself a little too much on the album. But there is songs on this album that kind of stand out a bit more to what people try and do, which one of them being their hit Saturday Night, Say Amen, is one of the best songs on the album, to be honest, in my opinion. And as you know, with Brendan with his high pitch and his vocals, kind of pushes him out there a bit and just says like, "Hi, I'm here, nice to meet you." But what song's on now? Overpass, good song. Yeah, and then you've got like songs like "Dying in LA," which is kind of an impossible, like Death of a Bachelor style Impossible Year, mixed with a bit of Pretty Odd, just shoved together, and like there you go, enjoy. But Panic have done amazing with the album. Don't get me wrong, one of my favourite albums of this year is Panic's new album, and the songs that they've dropped for the fans, from Silver Lining with like "Hey Look Ma, I Made It," which has just broke YouTube, which has kind of done a bit of an Ed Sheeran as well. Panic have done a bit of an Ed Sheeran with the Puppet, because if you know, Ed Sheeran used the Puppet for Sing, which was really, really good. So Panic have done a bit of an Ed Sheeran here, and the video is good. The video is really, really good, but I'm here to talk about the album. The album of itself, out of 5 for me, is a 4.5 easily. The only minus part is Brendan's ego a bit, but Panic fans way used to Brendan's ego of, "Oh, hi, here I am." It's happened since Vices, because during the Fever, Panic were Ryan Ross and Brendan Urie. Pretty Odd was a Ryan Ross album. Pretty Odd was a Ryan Ross album minus the odd 1 or 2 songs, which was displaying that Brendan is the lead singer of the band, which is good. I quite respect Brendan for that, but sorry, I've had a sore throat all day, so I'm currently drinking that. Yeah, I'm gonna go through like my favourite song, which is Old Fashioned, which I've said already. My least favourite song, which is King of the Clouds. Don't get me wrong, people love King of the Clouds. It is a really, really well written song. The bass for the song is truly amazing. Kenny, Nicole and Dan have done an amazing job during the song, but I don't think it is up there with like the songs of like Roaring Twenties and One of the Drunks and sorry about High Hopes and a few other songs that they released. And listening to what Brendan had to say on Instagram was like, yeah, him saying like we've got like 20 other songs lined up. It's crazy to think that Panic are this prepared for like this album, maybe next album and the album after, which is amazing because now like Panic fans now know Panic aren't going anywhere for now. Panic are not going nowhere. But there is some of these songs of like, as well, going back to Brendan's ego a bit, it's like pushing out there like Brendan saying this is what LA is like, this is who LA can be to you and to a person, and pushing out like what it's like. They've kind of brought out like targeting one state for like 30 Seconds to Mars' entire America. Sorry, I keep referencing 30 Seconds to Mars because why not? What people gonna do? Nothing. But yeah, sorry, I'm moving on. Yeah, but apart from that, this album is 34 minutes of just pure brilliance. The 11 songs that Panic have give us are just truly phenomenal. They give 110% to give the fans what they want, and I've seen people review this, others, and people have said like Panic have dropped, Panic are going down a different aisle of like the like modern day beat of like, what's it called, like a dubstep kind of dance track. I'm going to reference them again: 36 Miles, Walk on Water, Dangerous Night, Rescue Me, all have that little dance bit. Panic have done that, but what people don't realise is Panic have been doing that for bloody ages. Panic have done that since A Fever. Even like some of the bits that you can dance to, and they did the song of You'll Dance to Anything. That's a lyric in a Panic song. You'll dance to anything. It's Hurricane in Vices Virtues, which was a brilliant song, by the way. Go listen to it if you've never heard Vices of Virtues. It is a really good album, one of my favourites. But apart from that, Panic have done a good job. I can't wait to hear the next album, or can't wait to see how they bring these songs to life on tour. Because it's okay bringing out on an album and giving us going, here you go, this is what we can do as a band, this is what we can purchase and give you guys freedom to listen to and get what we want from it. But like bands like Green Day and Metallica and Blink-182, a lot of bands bring their songs to life on stage. They bring their songs into characters. Like, I'm going to reference Green Day's American Idiot, St. Jimmy, Jesus of Suburbia. Brendan's really got to decide how he wants to play with this album and how he can bring this album out to the fans and get the fans to really interact with him on live. And I think this is a good album to do it with, and if he thinks perfectly right, I think Brendan can pull this off. Mind you, we can pull much off. He pulled Pretty Odd Era off. You did good, Brendan. You did good. Good song now, Dancing's Not a Crime, which is a very, very good song, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know. So, if it was me, and you've never heard Panic at the Disco's album of Pray for the Wicked, listen to it. This album will change your perspective on many, many emo bands. Because as you know, Panic, Fall Out Boy, they are the pinnacle of the emo group. Anybody knows who them two are with the emo scene. But this kind of changes it, and Fall Out Boy's Mania kind of changes it and pushes them out sideways and give them like the freedom of the emo track still going central, and Panic have spread off this way. which is really good. So please, if you get the chance, go listen to the album, because it is really, really good. Brendan's vocals amazing, Kenny's guitaring amazing, Nicole's bass amazing, and the drumming, the saxophones, everything is just fantastic. Thank you. I'll see you later.